Okay, what you want to do when your minute has passed and the cuticle remover has been on your nails, some people will use a orange stick or they will use a fingernail file, but I don't. I just use my own fingernails, and I begin just sliding my nail over the nail, because sometimes there is extra cuticle up here, not necessarily right against what you see as a cuticle, and I will push it back, and under no circumstances do I cause myself any pain or tearing. It's just until it's comfortable. Okay, and I don't you know, make a big deal of it. I tried rather a few times to use cuticle scissors and trim that off, and only once I went and had a professional manicure, and they did it, and it looked great that day, and the next day had all these little snags, and they all got sore, and they kind of dried up some by the next day, and it doesn't happen if I do it this way. I'm keeping it intact. I'm not tearing it anywhere, and I will use my my file and you know, go under the edge of the nail again, because I had put the cuticle remover under there, and more is kind of coming off, and I'm just going gently with it, and I can use the other end as well. And what I'm aiming for is not to poke down toward my finger. I'm not hardly even touching that. I'm just coming up here on my fingernail and scraping across it. In fact, I can use this side so that point doesn't stab me under there. I don't like pain. It hurts me. So that's what I'm doing. And as you can see, just kind of more's coming off, and I'm not gouging my nail at all. I don't want to create anything under there that more, you know, that will create more snags or more bacteria can get into. That's all I'm doing. I see a little place here that I missed filing, so I'm going to do that. And water neutralizes the cuticle remover. I'll go ahead and wash it off. The next one I'm going to do is wash and exfoliate. You can do this with oil if you want to, and you'll effectively make a scrub. But what I've done here, I'm going to turn my water down, and it's just starting to get warm, so I'm turning the cold up a little bit, and I just want warm water. I don't want hot water. I've got a little soap here. Really doesn't matter what kind. This is a salt shaker that I got from Kmart, or a spice shaker, and I've just got some baking soda in it, and what I'm going to do is sprinkle just a little bit in there, and you can see it's not a whole lot, and I'm going to very, very gently rub this on my hands, and I have to watch, because when you're washing your hands, you know, there's like this, you do the same movement over and over, and you'll get, you know, chafed skin. So what I'm going to do is go gently in circles using this part of my fingers, not this, and I'm not rubbing hard, and I'm going over the back and up the wrist a little bit, and I'm going to go in between the fingers, and again, this is a very tender place, don't rub really hard on it, and try to keep your hand moving around, don't focus on one spot a whole lot. And this is good for people who get like tobacco stains on their fingers. You can scrub those areas and get them cleaner. It also whitens the nails a little bit more. And I don't want to feel any kind of scratchiness or anything on my hands, so before that happens, I'm going to go ahead and rinse. I tend to start at the top and rinse down. And I need a little more cool water. Okay. And I'll shut that off. And I'm going to pat my hands dry not going to scrub them hard. This skin is a little more sensitive because I've just exfoliated. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do an oil massage on my hands, and you can heat your oil. My hands are very warm right now from just having washing them. I've got a little coconut here in a little small travel bottle that I use. I'm just going to take my thumb, scraping backwards, and take a little bit out of there. And it's okay to use too much. That's too much, and it's okay to use it. And this is just going to melt into my hand. You can see it's already melting here where it's shiny. I'm just going to warm it by rubbing it, and you'll see it's just turned into nothing but oil. And at first I'm just going to get my hand covered, and I'm going into my cuticles and gently rubbing it into them. I have a little bit of a few drops of eucalyptus that I put into my coconut oil. I just like the smell. I also like orange oil in this. Vanilla would be nice, probably. Chamomile maybe. Okay, for the massage, what I do is this repetition. I'm going to start with my thumb. There are, you have your fingers here, and there are empty spaces in your hand here, but it's just muscle, not bone. And here, here, and here. And what I'm going to do is come down with my thumb and into the lower palm of my hand. I'm using this part of my thumb, and I'm going to come down into this area and I'm squeezing, holding with the back of my hand in the same spot. 1, 2, 3. Then coming here, 1, 2, 3. And then here, 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to come here. It's easier to reach from this side. So 1, 2, 3. And I can repeat that. Next I come up on the outside, and if you've ever pinched a pie crust on the edge, that's what I do. And you can repeat that. And this large piece here, I like to think of this as my chicken drumstick. And I come down from the tips of each finger. Mostly I'm just squeezing and light and bringing. And you never want to massage pushing outward, because what that does is it's going to push the blood out here and cause discomfort in the finger. You want to massage always, if it's hands or feet, toward the heart. So I'm going to take this and bring it down. Okay, this finger, I'm just kind of pinching, and I can slide down it. Or not. Okay, this thumb's a little tired. I start on this hand. Again, going between the spaces. I'm holding back here, which is it's more visible back here. It's between the spaces. You can see tendons here. So I'm just going to hold it, and 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going in between this one. 1, 2, 3, and I'm pushing down toward my wrist. 2, 3, here. 1, 2, 3, and here. 1, 2, 3. And I'll do again. And pinching a pie pan. Sorry, pie crust. And this part. And pinch the thumb. Rest. Now from here, I have extra oil on my hands, and I can take this and rub it on my feet or my legs and my arms, anywhere. I do tend to go up onto my wrists, and again, not pushing downward, pushing upward. I can slide down, but push up. Alright. And same here. Come up, slide down, push up, slide down. At this point, I have sometimes covered my hands in sandwich bags and went and had a nap. Or I have some satin gloves that I've slept in before. I have a little too much oil, and all I'm going to do here for this purpose is just pat it off. That is that, and I'm going to take you back and show you how I do my nails. The next thing I'm going to show you is what I do with my nails. The oil has mostly absorbed into my hands, and I don't really want oil on my fingernails for putting polish on. What I would normally do is probably do the polish in an hour or so. For now, I'm just going to buff off the end of my nail with a cloth here, and the polish will stick to this. You could use another cotton pad and some polish remover to make sure that they're clean, but I do like the moisturizer to remain on my cuticles from the oil. So you can see my hands have a little bit of shine still, but it's not. My nails are pretty much oil free. So what I like to use is this that came from the Sally's Beauty Supply, and I don't know if you can see it. It's called Nail Life Nail Revitalizer. This is the original formula. They also have a formaldehyde-free formula. I don't notice any difference. I believe that formaldehyde may have some side effects. I haven't looked it up, but I get whichever one, and as a matter of fact, I have both here. So the reason I use this is, I told you, I had a problem. It's been 5 or 6 years ago, but the problem was that my nails were, they weren't cracking, they were peeling, and I don't know if it was a diet problem or what, but they were peeling on the ends, and they would, you know, little bits of them would peel back, and it'd be so thin that I just couldn't get them to, you know, stick together and grow back, and I needed something just to hold on to them for a while and give them a chance to grow out so that I could trim that off and just start again. And this worked, and once I did that, I haven't had any problems since. I happen to just like this quite a bit. So here's what I do, and I am right-handed, like I said, so you know, this is real straightforward. Down the center, once down each side. You can touch up the center if you want, and you can go down the sides and once down the center. I think as long as you've got it on there, you're doing good. And if I get a little on my skin, you know, this is clear, and if I can take the edge of my thumbnail or whatever and just, you know, take it off just like that. There are some pointed Q-tips you can dip in polish remover and take that off too. And just use my thumbnail. So this is my right hand, and like I said, I am right-handed, and I will do delicate work with my right hand, and this is delicate work. And I just want to show you that instead of stroking with your left hand, one thing you can do is hold that left hand still, and again, just use your right hand and pull it back. So you're not having to be very ambidextrous. If you do that, you just, you know, use your right hand and move it. Just hold it still with your left hand. I usually tend to, I spilled it here. I usually tend to hold the bottle with my fingers, and then I will go ahead and polish the nail. But that is all there is to what I do. I can put 2 coats of this on, and I don't do this every day. I do it maybe once every couple of weeks. I'll touch up my polish, I don't know, every 3 or 4 or 5 days, something like that. But this is clear, so I don't have to worry if it chips a little bit. And that particular one, when it's used for getting your nails back into shape, they do suggest that you put a coat on every day for 7 days, take it off on the 7th day, and start over. And I did that one time, but since then I just use it as a clear polish. And that's my hands, and I hope that it helps someone, and good luck, and take care of you. Bye-bye.